What happened to TyFontaine? TyFontaine, I just talked to him the other day actually. Here's a little update. He said he hasn't recorded music in a little bit. You know how I felt, or at least remember when I told y'all that I wasn't really feeling YouTube anymore, and like that's the reason I got this whole job, even though I'm continuing to do YouTube. But he just feels that way about music right now. He hasn't recorded in a little bit. I think he's gonna continue, but like he's independent. So when you're independent, it's a little bit harder because you don't get like the advance money. The money comes in a little bit slower. And like he's making, this is a big part of it. And actually it was a big part for me too, because I felt like boxed in with just making Cardi content or Uzi content or whatever, rather than just what I wanted to make, which I feel like I'm at a good balance now. But he said he was making music to make money rather than make music because it's the music he wanted to make. And I think he kind of alluded to it on his Twitter, saying, let's look at it, like he was kind of like poking fun at like the underground fans, saying something about like, shit, look at this, something about Fago, this dude Fago got all these dudes dyeing their hair pink and taking selfies. Him and Fago are friends though, so that's not like a diss. And then he said, synths, hard 808, weird computer sounds, talk about drink or how high you are, mention fucking some hoes, and when you finally get your chance on stage, barely say a word and tell them open up the mosh pit. I swear to God, you're gonna be on after that, trust me. So he's kind of like poking fun at underground rappers nowadays, potentially Yeet, basically like say nothing in a rap song, and just get like cool beats. I mean, that's kind of like what Cardi kind of started. Like you got to get a fire beat. I'm not saying he's not flowing on it though, but just mention some like nonsense. Whereas TyFontaine, I feel like he's a lot more emotional and he's like singing on the track, potentially more talented, at least like when it comes to skills that are more foundationalized or foundationed in music or recording. So I could see why he's mad, or not mad, but like, you know, not the most fond of the music industry, because this clout shit is weird. Like some people that you don't, maybe necessarily don't deserve clout, have more clout, and they're getting more money, they get the better deals and all that type of shit. So anyway, he says, I'm about to quit after this album. I know you execs follow me. One of y'all hire me. I'm trying to be an A&R. Okay. And TyFontaine knows all the rappers. So, I mean, like, shit, that could work easy. That's what it's basically like when a rapper turns into a music executive, right? Or not a music executive. They start their own label. Like they get on, they get the clout, they drop their own music. Then Lil Bibby, you know, maybe his music career, it was doing all right. Like he was solid, he was famous. Not too famous though. He started Grade A, then he found Juice WRLD, Kid Laroi, and then look at him now. He's way more successful at that than he was if he was ever just stayed being a rapper. Gonna go back to college too. The music shit was fun though, like really fun. What school should I apply to? God damn. And then he hit up Uzi. So we addressed the rumors of him and Uzi being the same person. Hi Uzi, are we the same person? Yes. That's tough. That's funny. But artist to CEO, that always happens. Yeah, basically, because when you're a rapper, you kind of create like intellectual property, but you're not necessarily a business yet. You are a part of a bigger business where you create content for a label to then make money off of, make a majority of the money, because you know they put much more investment into it than you do, at least like monetarily, maybe not like work wise, but marketing and connections, they just have way more leverage. But then once you like get on, you get your own money, then you can start your own business and like hire other artists or help out a label where you get a much larger percentage of somebody else's career. So it's just a cycle. And like a lot of artists say that this is like a slave deal. I would disagree. I just think it's like a whole leverage thing. Like in any business, if you don't have clout, or money, or something to offer the label that's not necessarily guaranteed, because a label's taking a huge chance on you when they give you $2-3 million advance, so that you can drop their album that they might not even recoup the money for, with that they put in marketing and the advance money that they gave you, not to mention the overhead. Like that applies to every other business. Do I think TyFontaine made a mistake by leaving Internet Money? Nah, I think he liked leaving Internet Money. I think it was like a mutual agreement of him and Taz, because so there's like, I mean, obviously y'all know there's like a stigma when it comes to Internet Money, that Taz and Nick Mira, or everyone who's involved, like, I'm not saying this is true, but this is just the perception of the industry, that like they all, make guitar beats, or they have like one certain sound of like emo rap or whatever it is. Again, I'm not speaking from what I am, or like my perspective, because I think Internet Money ranges like from every genre. They got hits with Drake, pretty much every rapper at this point, even Ken Carson and Yeet and whatever, and Sofago. Yeah, a couple songs of Sofago, I'm pretty sure. And I think Pink Grills, who just signed to Internet Money, he has a song with Yeet that just like leaked, or like was just released unofficially. But anyway, so I feel like that's kind of why they mutually agreed to separate, so that Ty could get out of being called like an Internet Money artist, where like he's not necessarily up because of his own brand. It's because Internet Money is kind of plugged in the industry, and they do, with the Ian Dior situation, they did have a pretty much certified industry plant in their repertoire that they also, signed over to 10K Records. I don't think Internet Money is affiliated with Ian Dior anymore. But yeah, Pink Grills is fire. He started from YouTube. Actually, a lot of Internet Money producers started from YouTube. But that's what I think. I don't think it's a bad thing. I think TyFontaine probably felt good and more free to create his own music by himself, or at least to like feel what it's like to be independent, rather than have Taz or Internet Money or Nick Mira, whoever, kind of like helping him with his sound, because which I think they do a great job. Taz is a great executive producer. He can tell you, he's got a good ear. That's his whole job, to like put people in the studio, and then like the right people though that he thinks that can mesh well, the producer and like artists, even artists like features who can collab and see who can make a fire song. Then they make 10 songs, and then he can tell you, okay, this one out of 10 is fire, trash the rest, or leak the rest, or whatever it is. But without Taz there, which maybe feels overbearing for TyFontaine in a sense, it probably felt good to get out of that. But does he regret that? I don't know. Is it a good or bad thing? I don't know. It's just however you want to do it, TyFontaine kind of put your mind in a depressed state a little, especially after seeing that Uzi DM. I don't know how to explain it. Are you talking about like just being like depressed, or as an artist? Because being an artist, especially now in the streaming age, if you're not getting millions of streams every month, you're kind of like, it's hard to live out here. Like a lot of these underground rappers, I've seen them, like they might be clouded 100K followers or so, but that shit goes by quick. And once you're not on anymore, your streams start going down, the label drops you or shelves you, the money's not coming in, you're wearing the same clothes you go back to your like every day or so, or every couple of days, because you gotta keep repping that like designer to keep up the lifestyle, keeping up with the Joneses, if you will. You go back to your parents' house, live there, start working a new job, but maybe you got face tats, so it's like hard to get a job now. So that's honestly why I got a job, so that, I'm not a rapper though, so I am not getting face tats and shit. But Like it's to hedge. It's hedge because likely I'm gonna be out of here in 5 or 10 years. I'm gonna be falling off, you know? Because it's falling off and losing his love for music. Yeah. But with anything you do, and again, I keep always bringing up my job shit. The reason, like, I love streaming, I love making YouTube videos about rappers, but once I have to do it on a daily basis because, like, to keep up the money, then it like starts getting forced, and I try to make content that maybe like I normally wouldn't make content on, kind of like how Ty might feel like he has to make rage songs or whatever it is, heavy 808s and just the music that's trendy rather than just the music that he personally likes, which I feel like he's more into, like R&B and singing type stuff, melodic. That you start losing your passion for it. Even if you do love it, it's just you get in this box where it's like that it feels like there's no way out. And so maybe what I told TyFontaine, because I called him on the phone, talk about it, because I obviously can relate to the situation similarly or very strongly. I just told him, like, you can continue doing music, get a job if you really need to, but if you have money coming in from the job, then you'll be able to make music and just like have fun with it, and then that'll just be a side income for you that's making basically full-time income in general anyway, because it's like you're already up, kinda, you know, you're not tired, or you're not so Fago level, you know, necessarily, but you're still making thousands of dollars a month off your own music. Yeah, and invest. I'm gonna be 40 still talking about underground rappers. I can guarantee you I am not gonna do that. I'll be talking about like politics or some shit. We'll be talking about like the Trump of 20 like 40. How old am I? 25. So 15 years from now, it's 2022 tomorrow, plus 15, 2037. I'll be talking about like the Trump of that. Trump will probably be gone, low key. He's like 70 something. Or I'll have a podcast. Yeah, shout out Mindflood. He subbed yesterday. I'll probably have a podcast by then. But as I said, I'll have a job. So that job will probably make I think it's making less than my YouTube, technically speaking. But eventually, like with raises, promotions, stock options and shit like that, maybe bonuses, I'll be making more on that while my YouTube continues to grow. But I'll have so much more passion and energy every night to get on stream, just because I'm not doing it for the money anymore. I'm doing it just because I want to like fuck around and talk about this shit. If I start talking about politics, you're out. I feel like I have a good way of, I don't know, smoothing it out or dumbing down the politics. I'm not the type of person that like is illogical with the politics, because I can see other people's perspectives, but I'm all just about freedom. But I don't think my podcast would necessarily be about politics like solely. I'm not that into politics. Just for like some things like COVID, how I got one shot, I had COVID already, and then everybody now is getting COVID during winter break after Christmas and Thanksgiving, being with family, and I'm chilling because I have the antibodies because I already got COVID, and everybody was freaking out about Omicron or whatever. Yet, like, everyone's chilling. Obviously, you know, some people have more severe cases than the others, but they were all vaccinated. So it's like, why did y'all get vaccinated if you got sick? Like, if it didn't even stop it. I understand the vaccine isn't supposed to stop COVID. It's just supposed to weaken it for when you do get it. But the definition of a vaccine is supposed to induce immunity to a disease. But like, they're changing the definition of what a vaccine is to the point where like it kind of works, but like it doesn't work all the way, but it's still a vaccine. Will I get the second shot? I will probably get the second shot for work. I have to. It's in my contract that I already signed. So I have to get the second shot. Will I like it? No. But for the salary, I got to. it's kind of like the situation where it's like, would you suck a dick for 100K? It's like, low key. Would y'all not? Bella, would you suck a dick for 100K? She said yes. You said yeah, for sure. Bro, 100K. Now, it's a different story when like it's posted online. Like if that's on the hub, then nah, I ain't doing that shit. In Uzi world, like, I guess it depends on how much money you have. Like if you already got a mil, like what is 100K? Obviously it's like 1/10 of your net worth, but it's way easier to earn another 100K off of your investments and shit. But when you're broke, like say you don't even have 10K in your bank account, which I'm not in the situation, but hypothetically, like you might shit. That shit will fuck a man up mentally. Are you talking about the vaccine? Easy 100K. I'm gawking the shit out of that. Would I suck it for 500K, but your whole family knows it? That's a good question. Shit, my mom and dad might low-key be like, son, just do it for the fam. Generational wealth. Do it for the kids. Because 500K, if I stuck a ween for 500K and I get it right now at 25 years old, and you put that in the stock market that compounds at an interest of, let's say, 9%. Although last year the stock market went up on an average of like 28% by the indexes, but let's just say 9%. So you do 500,000 times 1.09. So just by 1 year, you've already gained 45,000 in the stock market. Do it 2 years times 1.09. You already made almost another 100K times 0.109. 3 years, you made 150K, bruh. 150. You already paid for your kids' college in 3 years off 500K. And then you can keep that 500K to do whatever you want with it. Shit, you can make some other dude suck your cock so that it offsets you sucking another dude's cock, you know? It ain't gay at that point. Like if you suck a dude's cock, someone else sucks yours, it's not gay. It neutralizes, right? How many kids do I want? I told Bella this. I want 5 kids. At least. I want 5 kids. I want like a big family. 5, yes. I want to make her vagina split open into her asshole. She said 3. But I want a big fam. Actually, if you don't have more than 2 kids, the population of the earth will actually go down because it takes 2 people to make a child. So you need to have more than 2 kids, especially because some of those kids will not have kids, if that makes any sense. So 3 is like you're kind of helping out the population. The economy cannot necessarily grow at a faster rate and make the world better. Not that the economy is just like the whole, like every process within the world, but to progress technology, just everything. I don't know. I'm not a fucking environmentalist, but you need to have at least 2 kids. So I'm have 5. What am I doing if I have $5 in a row? Bro, if I get $3 in a row, I'm done. We out that bitch. I'm just like cursed or something. Do my nephews look up to me? Yeah, I think they do. Actually, I know they do. I know. Well, because I do shit that kids do in a sense. Like I play video games. I know about the stuff that they're interested in, like Spider-Man and YouTube, because they're always on YouTube. I know about Roblox, Minecraft. What other games do they play? Red Dead Redemption. I played Yu-Gi-Oh cards with them, Pokemon. I get them those games so that they can like learn about cultured shit. What else? teach them about crypto, like NFTs, because kids actually know about NFTs somehow. Talking gay shit. I mean, yo, they be saying some more gay shit than me, and I'm not even telling them what to say. It's because they're in these Discord servers, and people are, they're literally saying that they're gonna come in my mouth. And I'm like, you don't even know what cum is. Mind you, one of them is 11 and one is 8. And they curse more than me. Like the whole little kid population is fucked. The internet, I should get them to bump Cardi, but when you're like 11, you don't really listen to music like that. They're still playing like Fortnite and shit. They're listening to those little dances. Maybe they're listening to Young Thug, because I think Young Thug got one of them dances. I can't remember what it's called. I think it's with Future. Surf. Is that what it is? When is the Whole Lot of Bob mixtape dropping? I don't know about the mixtape, but the song is dropping January 7th. So that's next week. One Friday from now, bruh.